We went on a Bigfoot hunt in Joseph, Oregon, however. I really killed Bigfoot.
Okay, people,
Joseph,
no more
Oregon.
hunting. Yeah. No more
I found
hunting.
him.
Yeah.
It's been solved.
All right.
Take one. Oh, Arnell, you need to clean your desk.
I'm sorry. Okay. I got all of the mics. I got all of the cameras ready to go. And we'll just do the theme song.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I don't know what it is.
It was like, welcome to the Hey Arnell podcast, where we just talk to people and see what they're doing. Did
I get it?
Yep, that's it.
Yes.
And then you gotta say, ba-da-ba boom.
Right now?
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-boom.
Bam. There it is. That's the theme song.
We did it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all done here. Show's over.
All right. So how I'm going to do this particular podcast is there's an app called Poddex. And it's like these flashcards.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you're like, great. And it's got all kinds of like different podcast questions. And I kind of did this with Sarah. So I was like, oh, that turned out pretty good. So let's give it a go with you.
Okay.
So, all right. So this is Haley Evans.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Great.
And she also works for Visit Southern Idaho. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is there's a hair there.
That is interesting. There's hair all over me also.
Yeah. What's interesting is Haley and I went to school together. What? Yeah, like you were like the popular you were
no.
in the,
No.
Haley was in the popular group and
what group were you in?
I was in the Bosnian group. I don't know. You probably didn't even like see us. Like they're like, who the heck are those guys? You know? Yeah. Were you like a mean girl? Have you ever seen that like movie Mean Girls? Is that how?
No, I was never mean. You know what? I was a cheerleader in high school. You're right.
See,
But, hang on, you can't correlate cheerleaders to popular.
Yeah, they're all anybody that's popular was typically a cheerleader. It's some kind of, I don't know.
Here's the thing. You gave me that stereotype to be popular because I was a cheerleader. However, I was left out of the cheerleading group. Like,
what do you mean they didn't let you cheer? You're like get on there's a cheer sideline?
Extracurricular thing, like a party, like another thing that they would go do. I wasn't invited.
What? This
Yes.
this is kind of like this is what happens when you sign up to be like a popular person. They're like, you're not invited. You're too popular.
Oh, no. I wish. No.
No, I thought everybody that was popular, they always had parties, raging parties and stuff like that.
They do.
Well, then how were you not invited? I don't know. This doesn't add up. We'll have to dig into this mystery a little bit.
It's a true story. Just because I wore a short skirt and carried pom-poms around, nothing more.
You know what I almost wanted to do is I almost texted you and I was like, hey, bring a yearbook because, yeah.
It would have been so fun.
Yeah. I was like, bring a yearbook. And then, because I don't, the thing is like, I don't remember you so bad. You're popular, but.
Okay, so how does that look? Because I remember you.
How do you remember me?
I remember you. Okay, hang on. Let's back up for a few years. Where did you go to junior high?
Robert Stewart.
Same. Where did you go to elementary?
Lincoln Elementary.
Okay, not the same.
So you were in
Harrison.
You were Harrison. Mm-hmm. So we probably first ran into each other at Robert Stewart with that long wall. The 100
hall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which teachers do you remember? Did you ever have this guy? His name is Mr. Skinner's or something like that? Or
no.
No.
Doesn't ring a bell. I think I'd remember Mr. Skinner.
Mr. Skinner's. I remember like he would let us get away with a lot of shit in there. We were like playing video games. We were playing like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that.
Oh, did he have the big fuzzy hair?
I don't
Like
remember.
like Einstein hair?
No, he was like some kind of like English teacher. I know like a lot of my friends were like, I can't wait to go to Mr. Skinner's. We get to do whatever we want. Yeah, he was like a really cool teacher.
You know what? I do remember the thought of him, but I don't recall if I had him or not.
Do you have a favorite teacher that you like remember? You're like, oh, this was like there was like a history teacher that was like so good. I forget what his name is.
Mr. Davis?
Oh yeah, Mr. Davis. He's like the best.
He was pretty good.
He was like
good. Isn't that funny that you asked me that? Because teachers seem to have a big impact on our life when we're growing up and developing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's funny that you ask me that because I've never thought of that question or that answer to that question.
Yeah.
But you know what? I almost think it's more of an elementary grade teacher than a high school or even junior high teacher that would be somebody that I looked up to and like really shaped who I was. But even with that said, I couldn't tell you who.
I know mine. His name is Mr. Parks. He was in 4th or 5th grade, and I thought he was like the coolest teacher ever. And then he just kind of like disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. I wish I could like find out, like just talk to him or something. But I don't know. So if somebody knows Mr. Parks, message me or something. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we should go hunt him down.
Yeah, I remember we played with RC cars. We were doing all kinds of like fun stuff. This was like when I first came to America, so I could hardly speak any English. Mm-hmm. So he just let me do whatever I want. He basically put me on a computer and he's like, go play with that. And it was like those Apple computers, those just one block ones. I don't know if you remember those giant ones.
Mm-mm.
No?
Just the screen and the whole computer's in the screen?
Yeah, it's just like an Apple One or something like that. It's like, it was.
Did you learn English on it?
No, we had like ESL classes. So like what would happen is like midway through like the school day, they were like, okay, now you're going to go in this room and then they're going to flash some cards. And then they're like, this is a cow. And then you say cow. Yeah. Like kind of like how you would teach like a
preschoolers.
Preschoolers is like, like this works for preschoolers. We're going to use it on these kids here too. So we I guess probably ran through each other or like saw each other in the halls.
And I knew who you were. So let's backtrack a little bit because that makes me not the popular one.
How
right?
was
Because I knew you, but you didn't know me.
How did you know me?
I knew Arnell. Because even when Melissa said, hey, do you want to work for Southern Idaho Tourism? And she's like, these are the people who work here. I said, oh, Arnell. I went to school with Arnell. I know Arnell.
Huh. I thought maybe you saw like a like a Hey Arnell video or something like that on Facebook or something like that.
Nope. Never followed you. Wasn't a fan of yours.
Great.
But I knew you from high school.
Yeah. Doesn't even follow me on Facebook or Instagram. Or
and here
YouTube.
I am.
And
I don't know. I'm
is
still wondering why you invited me here, but I'm thankful for that.
Well, yeah, I kind of thought this would be a great way to just kind of like get to know you a little bit because I did this with Sarah, and it's always fun doing these, and they're just going to see like what you kind of say about some of these questions and so forth. So I got like all of these. This app comes with different interview questions, right? I even have one section where these are like my custom ones that I liked a lot. So we'll just go through some of these, right?
Okay.
And then this just kind of like, this goes all over the place. So that way this like, it's interesting. That's why I like this app itself. Have you ever saved anyone's life or has someone saved your life?
No.
No. You're like, no.
I have a really boring life. There's no like
no,
you,
there is no
cliff jumping, base jumping, jumping out of airplanes. There's no.
There is no saving somebody's life.
No.
Like, did you like saw somebody drown or anything? You're like, I gotta go save this person. Nope. You're like,
nope.
No, you're like,
you know what? I lived a real sheltered life. I really have. I've nothing.
Nothing.
Nope.
I cannot believe that. Next question.
Yeah, next. Let's edit that out of the video.
Okay, here's a good one. Here. what about the future are you most excited about?
Okay, so here's the thing. I live in the future. I'm never in the present. Right now, you and I are speaking right now.
What are you thinking already
I'm thinking
ahead?
about tomorrow.
What's tomorrow? Like, what do you mean? What's happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'm going to Boise
Okay.
with my best friend.
Uh-huh.
Girls' Day.
Oh, girls' party.
Girls'
Was
day.
this person also a cheerleader?
No.
No.
No. She's quite a few years older than me. And she's, I gravitate towards leaders and successful people because I never feel like I could do that. So I live my life vicariously through all these amazing people. And I'm like, oh, let's just be best friends so I can pretend like I'm as successful as you.
are.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. We're closing that $1 million deal.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're doing that. Uh-huh. I'll be there for the after party.
Yeah. That's awesome. So you're excited about Boise. What are you guys going to be doing over there?
Well, pedicures, of course.
You guys can do this here. You got to drive all the way like 2 hours.
Hey, Arnell, don't you sound like my husband now. No, yes, we do have to drive 2 hours to go get a pedicure. I get a pedicure at this place in the village. It's very fancy, if you will.
Oh, it's like a day spa. So fancy.
They just do nails, and they have several pedicure chairs, and you can sit by your friend.
Uh-huh.
A lot of places here, I mean, there's a few, but it's hard to get into. You can't make an appointment, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're going, and there's a guy there, and his name is Fong, and he does my toes so great. And I made a rap for him last time.
What do you mean a rap? What's that?
So I'm like, hey, Fong, you're doing nails all day long.
All right, we'll put some music to that.
It kept going on, and yes, it got
It sounds
pretty
like
fun.
you guys are going to go meet Alfonso, and he's like going to do your nails.
Yes.
All right, great.
Girls' Day.
Girls' Day. Are you going to go do anything else over there?
Of course.
What are you guys doing?
Big City Coffee. That's her favorite. So we have to go there every time we go there. That's our first stop, Big City
Big
Coffee.
City Coffee? Is it,
Pastries, coffee. It's just a cute atmosphere.
you guys going to like chat, girl talk? What do girls talk about when you...
Oh my gosh. What do girls talk about?
Yeah. What do girls talk about?
Everything.
Like what? Like what is all, like what is there like to talk about? Like how is it, like if I'm meeting up with a friend, it's like because we're doing something, like or something like that. But what do girls?
Okay, well, so typically I'm not really much of a talker. Don't really like to do a whole lot, stay home. Then I met her, and it was like she invited me out to coffee. We sat there 5 hours.
Oh my god!
At Twin Beans, 5 hours. What
They're
did we
probably
talk
like,
about?
get the heck out of here.
No, well, this was the first occurrence. We've been several places where they start sweeping under our feet, and they're like locking the door on us because we're still talking.
That's awesome.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Maybe this is like your girlfriend. Like you got your husband, and then this is kind of like your in
My
another
girl
whole
crush?
girl crush.
Yes.
There you go.
Girl crush.
All right. Here's a good one here. What was the most special handmade gift someone gave you? Did anybody ever give you like a handmade gift? Or somebody did like, here's this.
I'm kind of cold-hearted and I'm not very sentimental. So
you're like, oh, you spent hours on this?
But no thanks. There was one of my really good friends, Steph.
That sounds familiar. What's her last name?
Her married name's Elam.
Okay.
Maiden name's Latimer.
There's a lot of Stephanie.
Yeah, she didn't go to school here.
Oh.
Anyways, so I had a miscarriage, a pretty late miscarriage. I delivered a stillborn baby.
Ooh, I didn't know
so it was
this.
pretty tough. But she made me a wood sign that said, now I can't remember it, but it's sitting in my living room. And it's like something like, I will forever hold you in my heart until I can hold you in heaven.
Aww.
So I think that's
very
probably,
special.
and then it has his name on it.
Oh my gosh, you're making me tear up. No, stop.
See, your sentiments are the same as mine. Cold heart.
Yeah, we're brutal. Throw that shit away. But that one's a good one, though. You gotta keep that one.
And that one, yes, I will forever keep. And she was the first one.
That's so special too.
Yes, besides my mom, who she gave me a necklace with like angel wings, and it was a hard time. She was also pregnant. So our first 2 kids, we were pregnant together, and then we were pregnant again together, and then I lost mine and she had hers.
Oh.
So every time we hang out, I look at her youngest and I'm like, oh, that's how old my baby Kaizen would be.
Aw.
And so it's kind of special in different ways.
Wow. Well, I like that. Gift, you know.
Yes.
What, so when you were like in high school, did you have a job?
I always had a job.
What was your first job?
Okay, well,
What is that?
my first job was actually, I was in junior high. This is really funny. This is really funny.
It's like anticipation building
Drum
up.
roll,
Like
I was a swimming instructor at the
Oh.
Big T. Do you remember the Big T
yeah,
swimming
the tea
pool?
is the best.
Here's the funny part. I don't know how to swim.
You don't know how to swim.
I don't know how to swim. I taught the mommy and me class, so I just kind of put it on the parents. Like, here, blow bubbles with your baby.
Oh, really? That's awesome. Well, the thing is, it wasn't really deep there. There was a diving board, and there was a slide. I got to tell you this. So, in school, they would take us over there because we were right by the
Yes,
over
Robert
there.
Stewart was like
Robert
right across the street.
Yeah, so we would have like a class over there, right? And then one day, we were over there, right, in class, and then people started going backwards on the slide, right?
Uh-huh.
And this is like an embarrassing story, but I remember this. When you said Big T, this popped in my head. So people were going backwards. So I'm like, oh, I want to give that a go. So, I get up there, and then you go put your head in, and then you're going backwards. And then I shoot it down, right? Mm-hmm. And then here's where things got interesting. When I hit my shorts, because like the water is hitting it, right?
Yes.
My shorts just whoop, came off.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they just came off, and then I was like, oh my God. And then they just popped up next to me. And I was like, oh my God, this is bad. And I grab them and I put them on. And I was like, oh my God, hopefully nobody saw that.
And did anybody see that?
I don't think anybody saw that. It was so quick.
How did you do that so fast?
Yeah, well, it was like, gotta get it. Oh my God. It was like so much stuff happening. Yeah, but.
I'm sure the lifeguard saw.
Oh, maybe. This guy's shorts came off going. Don't ever go. Basically, the moral of that story is if you go backwards on a slide, your pants or shorts or whatever you're wearing, they're just going to fly off.
Yep.
So I didn't really think about that.
But you do now.
But now I do. Like, always go like regular.
Maybe there was a reason why they say feet first.
Yeah,
huh?
that's the
That's
reason.
the reason.
That's the reason you got to go feet first, because if you were going head first, backwards, people will just be losing underwear and shorts all the time or whatever,
Maybe they should have a swimming pool like that.
Yeah.
Like, like a nude beach, but it's
There you go. All right. Let me look at this other question here. It's so funny. What? No. I was like, not that question.
Uh-oh. Now I want to know.
It was a very stupid one. It was like, what do you think is not fair in society is what is said. And I was like, I was like,
that's deep.
that's a deep one. And I was like, no, we're not doing that. So I'm like, I moved to this question.
Yeah, let's keep politics out of this.
Yeah. This is where I like this question.
Okay.
Do you collect anything?
No. I'm not a hoarder. I hate junk. Some people walk in my house.
Not even like nothing, Pokemon cards or anything like that?
Pokemon cards. Who are you? Are you 12?
Well, people used to do that back in the day. I don't know. I don't know what girls collect. Is there anything girls?
Shoes.
You're telling me. Yeah.
Shoes.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes. I have so many pair of On shoes.
Uh-huh.
Are you familiar with On shoes?
I don't know, like shoes, they're just shoes to me.
No, these are not just shoes. These are athletic shoes. They're like a type of tennis shoes. They're Swiss engineered. They have several different models, different color schemes. Yes, they're tennis shoes. My husband says, how many pairs of tennis shoes do you need, Haley?
How many do you have? I've seen sometimes in I remember back in the day, I would go to somebody's house and they had 50 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you need 50 pairs of
Different
shoes?
colors, different shapes, different outfits. This one matches this top, this style better. Yes. You
Why
have
don't
to
you
have.
just wear one pair of shoes and you
You
call
know how
it
life would be so boring if you wore the same
Shoes.
shoes every day. You don't wear the same shoes.
I
every
have
day.
like maybe like 2 or 3 pairs of shoes and that's it. And those, I just alternate between those.
And that's why you have extra money to buy all the fun things.
yeah. There you
I
go.
can't
I'm
buy
not-
all the fun things because they're sitting in
all
my
of it-
closet
yeah.
in shoes.
All of Haley's extra money is going towards shoes.
Yep.
It's like, where's all the money going to? And you open up
Look
like
right
a
here. Here
closet
you go.
of shoes and you're like, this. You see this?
Exactly.
Oh, this is a good question that I asked Sarah. And then she gave me an interesting answer. And then we dove deep into this one.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I asked her, what conspiracy do you think is real?
Oh, I'm a big conspiracy theorist.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I don't know if I
this
can
is-
get involved in that because it's all politics.
What do you mean? Like, well, what kind of, like, are we talking about like aliens?
No, I'm talking about COVID.
Oh, no, we're not doing COVID
No,
stuff because
we're
like
sick of COVID.
we're gonna get demonetized by saying the word.
You don't even say it.
But you gotta believe in like aliens or like you know, Bigfoot.
No, I don't believe in Bigfoot.
No Bigfoot.
No, we went on a Bigfoot hunt in Joseph, Oregon, however, and we rode a trail like a railway tram car where you pedal, but it's like on a railroad. And we did this whole Bigfoot hunt.
Yeah,
We found him.
you found him. Did you get any good video of it?
I do have a video of him.
I said it was like okay. We need.
He stole our tram car,
Oh, okay.
and then we shot and killed him. He's
This is
dead.
all part of the tour.
It's not a tour. I really killed Bigfoot.
Okay, people, no
Joseph,
more
Oregon.
hunting. Yeah, no more
I found
hunting.
him.
Yeah.
It's been solved.
All right. I'll believe that. So, okay, maybe we should just dive a little bit into COVID. What's the conspiracy?
you can't hold back, can
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I'm like now, like if I go home and I'm like, okay, what was she trying to say? Like, what is there a conspiracy of?
Well, it was all man-made.
Oh yeah,
In
for
the-
sure.
Yes, it was all man-made, and it's a way. Well, we just better not go into this.
Yeah,
we
you're
better
like-
just. We better
you're
just
like
stop.
you're
right
you're like
there.
hearing yourself talk these things, and you're like, nope, we're done with this.
Nope. You know what's interesting though? I can't say this. When I was younger, I would always think, I feel like I'm just a project. Like I'm the only human on this world. Everybody else is like robotics and like camera, like their eyes are cameras, and they're just watching me to see like how a human would work on Earth.
Oh, so you think you're like?
I'm the only one.
Have you ever seen The Truman Show?
No.
Boom. You need to go watch that when you get home. Okay. It's about a guy, right? And he is in a TV show. So this whole entire town is made to revolve around him. And he doesn't know he's in a TV show. So they're all like communicating like, okay, he's on the move. And they have like all these hidden cameras and so forth. How have you not seen The Truman Show?
I don't know, but that sounds very familiar with what my brain thinks.
Oh my God. You probably, if you watch that movie, you're going to be like, hello? Hello. You know?
Where's
Like,
the camera?
Yeah, you're gonna figure it out because like there's like part of it is like the city's on an island, and so he can't like never wants to
can't
leave
leave.
it. Yeah, because he's afraid of water. You know, so they have him contained there, so he never goes anywhere. You gotta watch it. It's with Jim Carrey. Do you watch any?
You know what? I think I've seen this.
Yeah, you're like,
It's ringing a bell.
yeah, it's a Jim Carrey, and he's got a lot of good movies. Do you have like a favorite movie, or what do you typically watch movie wise?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm not a big movie buff.
What do you do at
tell you,
home?
I'm
It's like-
so boring.
I'm just gonna title this podcast "Nothing."
I'll tell you. So, let me tell you my story here.
Okay.
Okay. So I went to school. I have a bachelor's degree in science, and I'm a registered dietitian.
Okay.
Unfortunately, out of my control, am unable to practice being a dietitian in what I had done for 10 plus years, which landed me, thank goodness for Melissa, into this Visit Southern Idaho role.
Yeah.
So doing that, and I also am doing a little bit of marketing with a local plastic surgeon and med spa. And then I'm also PTO president at Pinecrest.
Yeah.
So I keep trying to think, oh, what am I good at? I'm not good at anything. But here's the thing, and I need to make a LinkedIn page like this. I'm a GSD. You know what GSD is?
No, I don't know what that
I'm
is.
a professional get shit done. I am a get shit done person. So I may not be, a professional whatever, this or that, but I can get shit done.
Oh.
So if you need something done, who do you go to?
Get shit done, Haley.
Get shit done, Haley, right here.
Yeah,
So
get shit done, Haley.
if you
Changing
need somebody
the podcast
that
to get shit done,
yes,
Haley.
not a nothing. I am a get shit done.
Okay.
So right now I have multiple events that I'm planning. So I'm getting some shit done.
Get shit done, Haley's getting
You got
done.
it. You got
Somebody's
it.
gonna watch this and be like, hey, it's get shit done, Haley.
And I will laugh. I love that.
That's hilarious. Well, that's awesome. Well, yeah. So I was gonna ask you then, what do you do when you get home? Like you have a kid, right?
Yes. So I feel like my work time, I drop him off at school at 8. My work time is 8 to 3, pretty much.
Okay,
I pick him up at 3. We go home. I help him with homework, pack his lunch for the next day. And then if he has soccer practice or anything else, basketball, whatever we have going on in the season.
Yeah.
There's always something. So we do that. We do the whole bedtime routine, get up and go the next day. So that's also a hard part of being a female too, is really trying to go into an entrepreneurial or a business or a career mindset while also succeeding at being a mom. And having both of that makes life challenging. So props to the moms out there, because you really have to have a good balancing act too.
Yeah, it's like
to mom and career. You can't do both.
It's double the work. Yeah, I can just imagine. I'm like, oh my god, and then it's like a kid take care of too, and then
Yep.
trying to do all this other stuff. It's like, oh, that's a lot of work and responsibility. What do you do to relax?
I hate sitting. So that's one thing I don't do is sit.
Okay.
So the only
this
time
is
I
torture
sit,
right here.
yes, I am being tortured right now. I would be up, moving around, going anywhere, doing anything. I hate sitting. So after my kid, he's old enough now. I don't have to baby him.
Yeah.
But with PTO, that is a legit job. That's a president of a nonprofit. And to give kids those experiences that they otherwise might not have in a school. A lot of schools don't have a significant PTO hand that's providing them extra enrichment experiences, which is what we do. So a lot of that is organization, reaching out to other parents, because it really is a community involvement within the school. And so that's a legit job. I used to be so embarrassed to say, I'm a PTO president. First of all, people are like, what's PTO? I'm like, okay, parent teacher organization. That's what it stands for, not paid time off, because nobody's paying me anything. But to be the president of that, I always would cringe, and my son is so excited and so proud of that for me.
Oh, yeah.
And he would just tote it around, and I'm like, Daxton, don't say that to people. It's so embarrassing. I sound like a nerd. I'm a cheerleader. I can't be a PTO president.
Yeah.
So, but no, as I got into the thick of it, you have to have a bank account, a 501c3. There's a IRS and other things that are heavy involved in it. So it's pretty cool. I don't feel like a nerd anymore.
Yeah. Well, I saw I was helping you make some of those videos, and I saw some fun stuff you guys were doing, and I was like, I don't remember doing this in school. This looks a lot of fun, you know? So you guys get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Well, and that's my bread and butter. That's what I would love to be, an event planner. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, thanks to Melissa. She's great, but that's what I love.
Figuring out events. Yeah, well, let's talk about maybe the event coming up. We got some time for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Lights and lasers.
Lights and lasers.
So Haley is going to be, you're basically managing the Lights and Lasers event, essentially.
With help on this one.
Yeah.
With help.
And I'm just going to show up maybe flip some lights on or something like that.
I don't think your job's that easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm like, I'll just flip some lights
you
on,
wish.
flip a light switch. I'll help Sarah maybe check on some stuff, put some lights around, and I'm like,
No, you're going to be there all night. You're going to be running around because a light went out.
no.
I'm just prepping you.
No, we have the whole. So basically, if people don't understand what lights and lasers is it's basically it's like a company that comes out and then it's going to be at the golf course.
Canyon Springs
Golf Course. So that's like for people that don't know where that's at. It's like when you're going down into Centennial Waterfront Park. Instead of going into the park, you kind of follow the road that takes you towards the Auger Falls Trailhead. And then the golf course is like right there. It's a popular golf course.
Yes.
People go golfing all the time. And it's going to be kind of like, I guess, like a bunch of vendors, right?
So it'll be like a festival.
It's a festival.
So there'll be food vendors. There will be a face painting for kids, bounce houses, mini trains. We have Burley Axe coming, which is a mobile axe throwing company.
We're going to have axe throwing over there?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I'm like, this is what happens when I'm like...
You're just stuck on lights. You got lights on your eyes.
Yeah, lights. We got axe throwing.
Yes.
Mobile
So fun. We have a photo bus. So it's a whole family-friendly event. This year, the light show, because it's always a little educational, which is great, it's about water and the Magic Valley and the aquifer. Did you know we sit on an aquifer here?
Yeah, I go snorkeling all the time in it. So Box Canyon, Blue Heart, and Ritter Island, all of that water is coming out of the aquifer, and that's why it's so clear. And a lot of people don't even know it.
Right.
So it's like...
So this Lights and Lasers show, I mean, they have Cowboy Sam, Snake River Sam, and they have the cute little narrator and some fun music to it and the lights. So
yeah, I really like the beam lights when they kind of go like, because it's like wow, that's cool, because the lights are so powerful. Like the ones that they bring, I think they're like 30-40 watt lasers.
Wow.
And that makes the beam, you can actually see it really far out and so forth. So it's really cool. It's kind of like you got the vendors, and then you also got the VIP where they can eat stuff.
Yep, and that'll be at the golf course.
And then we're gonna have a bunch of lights, pretty much. And
a show,
like I said, I'll flip on some light switch.
Right.
I'll turn on some lights, and I'm like, here you go, look at these lights too. So. That's what we've been kind of doing a lot of stuff with lights.
I was noticing that all of our stuff recently is lights.
Yeah, people like lights. Like flashy, flash. And then people are just like, wow.
Lights. It's a thing.
It's a thing, yeah. Who would have thought? Is there anything else people need to know? Like, how do
they need to buy tickets?
Buy your tickets.
Visit southidaho.com.
Yep, it's on the homepage. You click the button, get it.
And the tickets are per car. So pile your car. I don't remember how much they are per car. 60?
It's like $65, I think, per car itself, and then you can put as many people as you want in the car.
Safely.
Safely.
Buckle them up.
I was gonna do this funny video where I show like a clown car with getting people out, like 20 fucking people coming out, get your tickets, stuff as many people as you can in the car. And then it rolls into one of those clown cars with everybody coming out of the car. It's like ding, 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 ding. And then I'm like, yeah, just shove them in there. But yeah, don't shove too many people in there. Like,
don't shove them in the trunk
families. Yeah. People used to do that when there used to be like a theater.
The drive-in.
That drive-in theater.
Yes,
people would go in the in the trunk. Did you ever go in the trunk?
I never went in the trunk, but my mom did on her honeymoon.
Oh my God.
My dad took her to the drive-in movie theater.
Yeah.
He shoved her in the trunk because they didn't have money to pay for her.
Oh, okay.
She still has a big bump on her head to this day from him shoving her in the trunk.
Get in the trunk. Yeah. Yes. We don't have money for you on this this one.
We're gonna go
Oh,
watch
that's a
movie.
good memory. Like, what happened to you there? Well, it's this theater, you know. But it's funny now. It's like kids don't even understand what a drive-in theater is. It's like
they're
we
missing
had
out.
3 of them.
No, but that wasn't usual for around our country, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to have 3 in one region like that for us.
Yeah,
We're
it
pretty
was
lucky.
awesome. People love the drive-in.
Mm-hmm.
People love the drive-in theater.
Not enough to keep it.
Well, you know, the thing is, like, during COVID, my God, that would have been the best thing because everybody would have been in,
right.
like,
You'd
in
have
their
been
car.
social distancing.
Yeah, this freaking it could have done a comeback, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Easily. Made like millions. It's like, let's go back in time and let's get one ready before COVID hit. And then like, okay, well, we got movie theater that you can watch in your car.
Yep.
But yeah, those were a lot of fun.
They were fun.
All right, back to these questions. We
Oh,
always
yes.
keep getting sidetracked around different things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a worst vacation memory? Like, where do you go vacationing, and then what's a bad?
You know what? I
memory?
love to travel. I love to travel. Not as much as Sarah. She's a world traveler, but
She even beats me. She's
I
everywhere. I
know.
was
She
like,
is everywhere.
she's
But
a real
she-
influencer.
Yes, she is. She's great. A worst travel memory.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where was your last vacation too?
Joseph, Oregon, where I beat down Bigfoot.
I could just see you like beating with the bat or something.
Have you
know?
ever been to Joseph, Oregon?
No, I have no idea what that
Okay,
is.
yeah, exactly. It's beautiful, but it's a little tourist town.
Mm-hmm.
They have Wallow. I probably don't say it right. Wallowa Lake,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, just beautiful blue water, clear. In fact, they drank that water up until 1994
Oh.
without filtering or anything.
Did you get a scoop of water
Yeah.
and just drink it?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
No, it's not 1994.
Well, what's the difference now?
I don't know. They probably just being precautious.
Oh, all right.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody told me at Box Canyon and Ritter Island, you can just take that water and drink it.
Would you do it?
No. I'm like,
What's the worst that can happen? A little diarrhea?
yeah, I'm good. I don't really need that.
You don't need a
after
quick weight
snorkeling.
loss program?
Yeah. I don't really need that. So where else have you been to?
I can tell you my favorite
Okay.
travel memory. How about that?
Oh yeah, I want to hear
Okay,
this.
so my parents took me on a senior in high school, and I wanted to go to New York.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to New York. My aunt used to live there, so she came along to be our tour guide. And I love the Yankees. Loved the Yankees. I don't follow them anymore, but at the point, I loved the Yankees. And let's be more specific. I really liked Derek Jeter. He was the shortstop for the Yankees. So I had to go see Derek Jeter play.
Oh, okay.
So this was back when their ballpark was in the Bronx. So we went to the Bronx, and of course my parents, we don't really have a whole lot of money, never have. So we have tickets in the nosebleed section, clear up at the very top. You can't see a thing. I didn't bring any binoculars, so we're just hanging out there. Well, my aunt's a little bit of a rebel like myself. We don't like to follow rules. The rules are meant to be bent and broken. So we went to the ADA place where, you know, the wheelchairs and the handicapped people sit right behind home plate.
Okay.
Right behind. There's some like folding chairs there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so her and I went, and we sat the entire game there.
Nobody.
Somebody came, and we were like, oh, you know, we're just watching the game here. Didn't care. So I had the best seats in the house, my poor parents, and then I brought a friend along. They were still clear up in the nosebleed section the
Yeah.
whole game. So
You're like, I've done that too, where like we buy the cheapest tickets and then I just move. The thing is, nobody says anything.
until they walk to you and say, where are you supposed to be sitting?
Uh,
Are those your tickets?
Yeah, I've never had anybody. I get away with a lot of stuff where I do that where I'm like, cheap tickets, get the best seats. You know.
Yep.
You just gotta like pretend like you're supposed to be there, and then there you go. So it was. Did you get to see him? Like you got to see him really
Yes.
close up.
Yep.
So is he like your crush? Like
He was then. He's old and married now and has a baby. But back then, yes.
back then? Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I got when
Did you
we
go
were,
to Town Square and stuff like that?
Yes.
New York. So it was like New York.
New
basically.
York City. Yep. I don't know. Do you know Alex Rodriguez? A-Rod. He was also a baseball player
That
for
doesn't
the
ring a bell.
Yankees. He played third base. And we were just walking around the city and we saw, there's a hubbub of, these people. Anyways, come to find out it was a film crew and they were shooting A-Rod for a commercial. And like I said, I'm not a rule follower. So I walk right over there.
What's going on here?
What's going on? Exactly. I am
You're
into
one of those,
everything.
what's going on here, people?
The police are all over. I will be right in their face. What's happening? Let me know. I need to know.
What's going on here?
I'm nosy. But that goes back to just get shit done.
Yeah. What's going on here?
So it was A-Rod, and he was shooting his commercial, and I got his autograph.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know what? It pays to just be nosy.
Yeah, what's going on over here? You mind signing this while you're at it here?
Yep.
Here's a good one here. Where was the most memorable sunset? Do you remember like a really good sunset somewhere?
Maui.
Maui. Oh, so you went to Maui as well. See, you're like Sarah as well. I've been to New York. I've been to Maui,
I had the best time in Maui. I celebrated my 25th birthday there. So 10 years ago, old. But I had the best time. Went with my husband and my parents, and we watched every sunset.
Oh, yeah. Probably really good sunsets there.
They were beautiful.
You're like, look at this sunset. Can't be bad. And then tomorrow, holy shit.
Yeah,
another one.
Another one. Here we are. They were beautiful. And just the green lush of flying into to Maui and the island was just something else you don't see here.
Yeah. I always like getting those like really good sunsets. It's like, oh, yes, these are good. But lately with all this smoke, not so good.
No.
It's like, it looks like we're on another planet.
And the sun is like
it's like an orange
circle.
Orange circle and coming down. It's like,
there's your aliens.
yeah, well, maybe.
Maybe so.
Maybe so. I like this question as well, too. Have you ever done something unbelievable only to have no one to see it? This is like your chance to tell like something
that I've actually done. That's really cool.
That's so cool, but nobody got to see it. What is that? Did you ever do like a crazy cheerleading move? Did you do flips and stuff like that?
Yes.
I don't believe this. There's like footage of you.
Yes.
No, I don't believe it.
You know what? I can still, on a trampoline, do flips.
Oh, really?
Back handspring, back tuck, yes. Round off, back handspring, back tucks.
Does your kid know this? Like, you should show this off. Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I'm always like, Daxton, sit down, honey. Sit down. Let mama show you the real skills.
Let me show you how this is done. That's awesome. Yeah, I could never even attempt to try to do a front flip or a back flip or anything. That sounds like I would break my like neck or something like that.
Yeah, you probably would.
Yeah. So
maybe stay on your feet.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So did you go into gymnastics to be able to do that?
Yep. So that's part of cheerleading, though. And we were a competitive cheer squad. So we didn't just cheer at the games. We cheered, we did an Idaho, like a national, a statewide competition. And then you had to qualify statewide, and then you can go to nationals. And so we qualified all three of my junior, sophomore, senior year. I probably said those backwards, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so we qualified all three of my high school years, and we went to nationals every single year, which was in Florida at Disney World at the ESPN.
Oh, so you guys got to go to Disney World as well?
So we were legit. So that's part of it, is a lot of people will think, oh, cheerleaders, they just stand on the sidelines and look cute and yell a little bit and shake their pom-poms. No, we actually had, in the summer we had 2-a-day practices, and we were running, and all that stunting is lifting weights, human weights. We would call them human weights because we're lifting each other. So it was a lot of that. And then we also had gymnastics practice.
Oh, okay.
Every week. So it was a lot of tumbling, round offs, back handsprings, back tucks, standing back handsprings. It was a lot. I mean, that it was truly athletic.
Do you kind of ever wish you're like just walking down the street and just do those flips, like, excuse me?
Yes. As I get older, not so much anymore.
Like,
but
my back.
Yeah. But younger, yes. And it was so funny because we would walk around when we were younger and literally be doing cheers as we were walking. And everybody's like, oh my goodness, what is she doing?
What is she doing?
And my mom, I could
remember. Maybe
remember.
that's why we never ran each other in those halls. You're like,
and you're like, whoa.
Like, what the hell is this person doing? Like,
yeah, my mom would be so embarrassed of me when we'd go grocery shopping, and I would just
doing
be like,
it in the hallway,
in the store.
The store. That's amazing.
Yep.
You're like, here, get your stuff in here, you know?
Yeah, practice makes perfect. Always practicing.
Wow. So would you say that's like something that other girls try to get into? Like, was your experience positive?
My experience was positive. However, I've heard so many times other girls are not positive. And girls these days have a lot of body issues and things like that. And so really, I think if you're going to go into cheerleading, it takes a lot of like that role model. Like you asked me earlier, the teacher, the coach has to really focus in and hone in on, hey, we're not out here to bare our skin and shake our booties.
Yeah.
This is an athletic program and you can be a female athlete. And this is a sport, and it really is a sport.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people don't look at it that way. And so that's when you see all the negatives come from it. And then you feel ashamed to be a cheerleader. So I think there's a lot of that going on with it. And hopefully, if you're going to go into it, you have a positive experience.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think it's just a great way of just going to be meeting, because probably had like this camaraderie. How do you say this? Camaraderie? Yeah.
Or camaraderie.
Yeah. This camaraderie with all of the girls and so forth. You guys were almost like best friends or something like that. Because like it's our tight knit. Like
I said earlier,
this is where the mean girls
I was always
comes
the
out.
one that was kind of left out. You know,
so you were like, they were like, let's leave Haley out of this.
I don't think they did it intentionally, but I was always shy. Like I am a very shy person and don't speak much. I know that's crazy to people when I say that. They're like, you don't talk, because I do talk a lot now, and I think I'm just making up for lost time, because when I was younger, I would hide behind my mom's leg and people would say, is your daughter mute? And she'd be like, no, she talks at home. you know,
she talks, and trust me, she talks. She's very shy.
Yes.
So now basically it's like you're growing up and you're like, I have all these things that I want to tell people. And then it's like, brrr.
And then it's word vomit. Yeah.
Like,
no, but I think in high school, I didn't have a whole lot of confidence. And I think people recognized that, the other cheerleaders, and they would, they were all, they were kind.
Very, very
don't get me wrong.
All the people that are cheerleaders, they're all, in my opinion, they're like confident.
Overly confident. And that's the way they come across. And you're not wrong, certainly. But they just didn't, I was more of a quiet listener, and I guess they didn't need a listener. I don't know. They just all wanted to try to fight for their attention among themselves. I mean, I don't know.
It's interesting when you have a lot of like people that want attention, all trying to get attention. It's like, oh boy, this is like it's very interesting just watching that.
So I was a lot of times just the wallflower. They just kind of watched, and they were funny. Don't get me wrong. They were very kind and things. But when it came to doing things outside of the sport, I wasn't included.
Aw, so sad.
You know what? It just made me a tough girl for now, right?
Yeah. Here's another question here. Who is the most interesting person you've met, other than me?
You are kind of interesting.
Yeah, you're like, this is good. This guy.
I feel like I'm a cheerleader for life too. I cheer everybody on, and I hope that if people were to say, do you know Haley, I hope that's something they would say, because I like I said earlier, I am drawn to those successful people, and so because of that, I feel like
you must meet a lot of successful people. Like, let's give me some names, throw out some names.
Well, I was just on the phone with Corey Paulson before I got here. He's the owner of Prime Man Press.
Oh, okay.
And I look at him and I think, wow. Like, he took this great idea, a simple idea, but great, and look what he turned that into. He is doing amazing things, and I even told him this. I said, you know what? Your idea and your vision, you brought that to life through motivation and perseverance, and a lot of people don't have that. Sure, we can all have these great visions. I have lots of visions, but to follow through with them and make something known and be successful with it, that's pretty cool. Like, one day I want to wake up and be like, that's me. That's my life. I don't know when I'm going to be successful at, but anyways, so I hope that, like, I want to be that cheerleader, because I also am living vicariously through these people. Like, you're
so you're almost kind of
cool.
like cheering people on.
Yes.
So it's kind of funny, because now that I think about it, like, you used to cheer in high school, but now you're like a cheerleader for people, pretty much. You're like, yes.
That's my favorite thing.
You're like, you're cheerleading for people. That's awesome. Yeah,
and I always want to be the one that, like, have you seen that meme? Like, be the girl who fixes the other girl's crown.
I've never seen that.
Because girls are so competitive and mean to each other. And I always want to be the girl that, like, lifts the other girl up. Like, same with Kristen with Unique Twist Jewelry or Lindsay with Divine Style. Look at how awesome they are. And you wouldn't think, in a small town like this that you could really be successful. But I look at those women and I think, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Why can't I be like them? Can I just go be like a little fly on the wall with them?
Yeah.
Because they're so cool.
Yeah. Well, I guess like, what is it that you want to do then? Like, what is it that you want to do? Like, did you want to eventually kind of get like your own business of some sort?
I've always wanted to have my own business because here's the thing, Arnell. Between me and you, nobody else. Nobody's going to hear this. No, I'm not good at listening to others. Like, I don't want to have to answer to anybody.
Yeah.
I want to be my own boss.
Everybody wants to be their own boss. And it's like, because when you're your own boss, then you can just pretty much it's like all up on to you.
Yeah.
It's like,
and if you fail, it's your own fault.
Yeah, exactly.
If you succeed, it's your
But do you want the responsibility of that? How do you think you would handle that?
I don't know. I failed enough.
I don't know.
I feel like if you're not in the arena and you're not, blowing punches and trying to make it work, then sit down and, but to be in that arena, and even though you're failing, you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And that's step one.
Yeah.
And so I think that's pretty cool.
Maybe the business should be called Get Shit Done Haley.
Yes, I don't know what I'm going to do, though. But if you need something done, I can do it.
Yeah, that's very true.
No, I'd like to own my own business, but I don't know what that would be. So I was into photography before I had my son, Daxton.
Okay.
And we shot weddings, and we did, when I say we, my husband helped with that.
Oh,
He's
I didn't
more
know
of
that.
the realist in our relationship, and I'm the dreamer and the big visionary. And then
like, I am the dream. I've got
he
these
rains
dreams.
on my parade, though.
You're like, but this is a great idea, and it's like, we'll like bring it down to reality.
Yes.
Well, sometimes you need that. Maybe that's why you guys probably like fit together.
We balance each other.
Yeah, it's like if two people are like crazy, then it's
That's
like too
true.
much. If two people are just like no, they're like this. So it's got to be like half and half, pretty much, to equal each other
True.
out. Yeah.
I need to up my half, though, I think.
Yeah. Higher.
So that I can get some stuff done.
Get some more shit done.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So you don't really know exactly what you want to go ahead and do as far as like what kind of business it would be.
And that's
you
why,
just probably want to just to be successful and rolling in the money.
And that's where I get like, not necessarily rolling in the money, just be successful in doing something I want to do.
Yeah.
That allows flexibility.
Yeah.
And allows me to still be a mom when I need to be. So to be able to do both would be amazing.
Ideal. Yeah. I think everybody's, it's like you want to find a job where you're like having fun and you're like, this is a job. That's what Sarah and I are kind of like right now. We're like, I can't believe we're getting paid for this.
Well, I know. And I think
well,
of that.
you're joining the group basically too now.
I think that as well. I'm like, this is fun.
That's why you're like, these guys, that's a good idea. I'm going to go and like be their cheerleaders and stuff like that.
I love having fun. Oh, and Sarah, she's the most interesting person I've met. She's great. When I first met her, she's so much younger than me. Is that her calling you?
This is, I got to call these people back. This is Blue Sky Pet Supply. I got to call these people. It's, my dad wants me to get, he's got these canary birds. So he makes me like buy he's like, call these people and get me like some giant bags of bird seeds.
Okay.
Because like it's much cheaper doing it that way, I guess, or something like that. So yeah. Anyways, back to what you were saying.
I don't remember. We were just talking about Sarah and how great she is. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's a great photographer. She's always adventuring.
And she's
it's like
always on the go.
I cannot
somewhere.
Yeah, she's probably who knows? She's probably hiking right now.
Probably. Well, she stayed at our family cabin last night.
Oh, that's where she was? I was like, where is this at? So you guys have a cabin
up past Fairfield, north of Fairfield, over Flex Summit. Yep. So she was there, and she was texting me last night. How do I work the TV?
Yeah, I was like, how does this TV work? Oh, that's where she was. Yeah, see, hiking, probably getting some photos in, Fairfield and Soldier and stuff like that. They did a whole bunch of biking, like last week. It was so much fun. What is it that you do for fun other than just relax and go get paddock ears and look at your shoes?
Look at my shoes.
Yeah.
I do like to shop. I do like to be outdoors.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting though is I married a guy who's very much a homebody.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, the equal out stuff.
but it's not equaling out.
Yeah, you're like,
So I have to find that escape. And so my girl crush, as you called her, she's great. She's like, let's go out, let's go do something. And I'm like, finally somebody to
Yes.
go do something with.
yeah.
So just have been having a lot of fun with her.
Yeah, that's so.
Coffee sitting, which is funny because I don't drink coffee.
Oh, well, so would you just go over there? What
I
do you
go,
get?
I have an ice water and a cookie.
Oh my gosh. I'll take an ice water and a cookie,
Balance.
but like there's all this coffee here. You know?
Yeah, no
You just probably like
coffee.
the atmosphere. And it's like, oh, this is
Yep.
such a good
Well,
spot.
it's just to hang out, and when you have good company, I don't think it matters what you're eating.
And then again, this goes back to like we never got the answer. What do girls talk about for like 4 hours?
Well, she's quite the talker.
What does she talk about?
Well, she has had quite the life, so she has told me a lot of stories about her life, and so a lot of it's that. I don't know what we talk. What do we talk about?
It just
I don't
keeps
know.
going
It just
and
keeps
going.
going. We
Yeah.
Google things. We look at articles on Facebook that pop up, and then
okay.
we like dig into it. And I don't know. We're always talking. I don't know.
It's like, do you guys get thirsty? Like, this is such a like. If I'm just thinking about it, like 4 hours of talking, that's like a full day of work.
You know
almost,
what, though?
almost like a half a day of work.
I know.
Continuously, just
Women
like
have a lot mentally they have to unpack, and the husbands don't care to listen to it.
yeah,
So when you're with another woman who can relate,
yeah.
you can unpack it all mentally, and you're like, and then they'll either be like, set you straight or tell you,
Give you advice and like this is
Yes.
what I would do.
Exactly.
I don't know if they have any kind of experience about it.
exactly.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so have you heard of Lady Bluebeard?
Lady Bluebeard. That doesn't ring a bell.
Oh.
What is?
Lady Bluebeard was the first woman, well, I don't know if she's the first or the only woman serial killer, and she's buried in Twin Falls.
Oh, my sister was saying that there was some kind of murderer lady here in Twin Falls.
Lady Bluebeard.
Oh,
Her name is Lyda Trueblood, I believe is her last name.
okay. Tell me more. What do you know about
So she
this?
killed several of her husbands. So she married this guy, and they lived with this guy's brother. Well, then she got the brother to put her on the life insurance, the life policy. And she killed the brother first. So then they each got $2,000, her and her husband, who's
Okay.
the brother's brother. And then, and they had a kid. They had a little daughter. Well, then she had her husband change his life insurance policy to make her the sole beneficiary. So then she killed him, killed the daughter. And the cause of death for both brothers, typhoid fever, it's said that she used arsenic from a fly paper, like the fly catchers. She used
Yeah.
arsenic and poisoned them from the
Wow.
fly paper.
And this happened here in Twin Falls, Idaho.
In Twin Falls, she's buried. We should go to the cemetery and find her.
No, should not go to the cemetery and find her.
I want to see her tombstone.
No, we do not want to.
Arnell, this is history. Well,
Yeah.
then she moved.
We can just look at old photos, of her. There's no need to go to the cemetery and like.
No, I want to see her tombstone.
Oh, okay. Well, next thing you know, you'll be like, let's dig her out. Or
I'm not
something.
going to dig her out. I'm not that weird.
Yeah. Are you one of those people that goes to cemeteries at night
No,
or something like that?
no, it'd have to be in the day.
Oh, it'd have to be in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Do you go at night?
No, I've never go to cemeteries. I avoid cemeteries. Cemeteries are a bad idea. What are you doing at a cemetery?
We're going to go see Lady Bluebeard.
No, we're not.
Okay, well, then she moved.
Yeah.
Then she moved to, I can't remember.
How many people did she
Colorado?
kill?
I think 5.
5 people?
They started catching on to her when she started collecting the money.
Why do girls always like mystery stuff and serial killers? You're like, I find this fascinating. Like,
It
what's
is
the
fascinating.
Why do girls like serial killers and like mysteries? It's like, what's the deal?
What's the draw?
Yeah,
I think because we all have a dark side.
yeah. When you're trying to kill somebody or something.
That's why girls are so mean to each other. Mean girls.
Okay.
See, I think there's a dark side, and so they find it fascinating because they don't have to be the one that kills somebody, but they can
experience
try to, like, yes.
How would I do this?
Yes. I do think it's fascinating. Then she moved to Denver and then, or Montana and then Denver and killed all these men along the way. They did catch on to her and she was put in prison for life, 10 years to life.
Yeah, but she's buried here in Twin Falls?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sunset Memorial. Let's go. Let's go.
No.
Oh, chicken.
Yeah,
chicken. Maybe the bird seed's for you.
Yeah. Yeah. No cemetery stuff happening for me. All right. Well, look at this. 1 hour just flew by like that.
It's already been an hour?
Yeah, it's already been an hour. I don't have too much storage on this camera itself. Let me pause this for a second. We'll just talk little bit more, and then because I want to gradually close this off itself. Hold on. So let me just stop this one for a second.
Okay.
Man, it's so hard to just jump back in now, We were like flowing, and then it's like...
We were talking about Lady Bluebeard.
Yeah. Is there... and then basically you were trying to convince me to go over there, and I'm like, no cemetery.
Yeah, I think we should go over there.
No.
Get on your electric scooter, Arnell. We're going to the cemetery.
Yeah. You saw me riding my electric scooter. I have it in the car.
Yes.
What did you think about that when I just pulled it out of my car?
I think I want to do that.
I'm telling you, get an electric scooter.
I want one.
It's going to be life-changing. You're never going to want to walk again. You're just going to be scooting around places. It looks very nerdy and dorky, but who cares?
I think it's so fun.
Yeah, it's I love it. I must have probably put like 200-300 miles on that sucker
already.
Yeah, I've just been like everywhere. It's a great way to exercise your dog. So,
how do you get exercise?
Why don't I just take her places. The only exercise that I get is probably going on hikes and stuff like that. So that's about it. So I'll do like 8-mile hike, 9-mile hike, or something like that.
Oh wow!
Well, that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. I've done so many that I think I'm kind of like just used to it. So it's like you kind of like in the beginning it was like so hard, but then after you do a whole bunch, it's easy. It's kind of like one of those scenarios. Do you go hiking around places around here? Did you have a favorite hiking spot in southern Idaho?
Mm-hmm. Well, not in southern Idaho. In southern Idaho, but not in our region.
What? Your work for Visit Southern Idaho, you have to have some good spots. Like, do you like Lake Cleveland, Box Canyon?
You know where my
Blue
favorite
Heart?
place to hike is? It's not in our region though. It's in southern Idaho.
Okay.
Baker Lake.
Baker Lake. Mm-hmm. I don't know where that's at.
It's up past Ketchum.
Ketchum. Okay.
And you take one of the roads. It's off the main road past Ketchum. And then you go all the way down. It's like there's campsites on the way, and then you go to the end of the road, and there's a trailhead for Baker Lake.
Oh, text me that. I want to go check it out.
It's a short one, and it's very kid friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it growing up several times, and it was a favorite childhood memory of mine. So I've taken my kid, and he loves it.
Awesome. Yeah. You know what? Text me that name because, or maybe I'll just listen to this audio. We're recording this, so I can just bounce to 104 and we're golden.
There you go.
Baker Lake. Is that the? What about you? Have to have one for Southern Idaho. What would you say? Like somebody coming to visit Southern Idaho. Where do you think? What's a good day to have in Southern Idaho itself? If you're like somebody's like I'm coming from. Oh, don't ever say people coming from California.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like people here with California, they go nuts. You know, you see a California plate, like, you son of a bitch.
Get out of here.
Yeah, like people from California, like, get those plates
you
off
know who
immediately.
Else? Nevada. I had a Nevada person yell at me at a gas station.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I thought, you know what? You can't yell at me. I'm from here. You go home. Get out of here. If you want to be here, you can't yell at the Idahoans.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like, the thing is, like, these people are just, like, traveling. It's like when did we become, like, so mean to people from out of state? And they're just,
because
visiting.
we don't know they're visiting. I think she's looking like she lived here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm thinking, you need to go home, sister. Get out of here.
You need to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new trend. I think it's primarily because of housing, because like people are just buying out houses.
Okay, so here's my question. All these people are coming here, right? Housing is crazy. You can't buy anything because it's all overpriced. I mean, it's a seller's market.
Yeah, I've seen like sheds go for like $250,000.
It's ridiculous right now.
What?
Yes. So all these people are coming here, but nobody's working. Where are they working? Every place I drive by is hiring. Dairy Queen, name your own wage.
Name your own wage.
I'll serve you some ice cream for $50 an hour.
Yeah, that is true. There's so many. Well, I don't know. Maybe people just got a lot of money that they can burn. So they're just kind of like coasting with the money that they. So we're currently buying expensive houses and then just burning the money until that runs out.
And then what are they going to do? They won't be able to afford their house payment.
That's when you then buy their house because they're going to be like,
upside down. Yeah.
I need to sell this. So it's like you got to wait for that. I don't know when that's coming, but hopefully soon.
Yes. Hopefully the housing market turns around.
Oh, yeah. It's brutal. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's go back to some of these questions. We're never going to get done with these questions. What's the best thing that has happened to you this year?
Well, I lost a job this year, and I got a new one.
Oh, well, there you go. You got a new job. That's the best thing. Well, there's got to be something better than that. I gotta really think about this.
Probably sounds so silly, but for me, it's not. And maybe it's a little personal. I don't know, but but I've already talked about it. So, like I said, I've always had kind of trouble with like friendships type of thing.
Yeah.
So I think my favorite thing that's happened this year is developing that new friendship, my girl crush. So I think that's really been helpful and motivating to me, just as a human, as a mom, as a wife, as a person.
Yeah.
To have that connection. I mean, we all long for connection, and I've never really had like a best friend that's not my husband. So for that, that's probably the best thing that's happened.
That's a really good. That's a good answer on that. It's like I got this new friendship, basically.
Yes, and we all long for friendship, and especially if you've never had one, which I've never really had, like a really good friend.
What would you say to somebody that's like doesn't have like a friend but's looking for a good friendship? Like, how do they find this person, or like
I think
how did you find this person?
You do what you like to do, and you will attract people who have similar interests.
Oh yeah.
And you will connect on that level, and that will be a common interest that you can grow from.
Yeah. So it's kind of like whatever your hobby is,
keep
do that, and then you'll run into people that are doing the same exact thing, and then you're like, hey, you want to hang out afterwards?
Yep, exactly, and then it just takes off, and that's how this worked.
There you go. Well, what was the common interest that you guys were doing?
Pinecrest.
Oh, Pinecrest?
Yep. She's the principal over at Pinecrest Academy.
Oh, okay.
So we call each other PP because she's principal. I'm the PTO president. So, and then I always make fun of her because I say, the president really trumps the principal. I mean, I can make the decisions here.
They're like overruled.
Exactly. I try that on her. It doesn't work.
What's the last thing you've done that you were proud of? Something that you were proud of. You're like, I'm very proud of this.
You know what? I'm proud of my kid. And it's not maybe something that I've done, but I've certainly...
Well, you made the kid, so you're like...
He did come from me, yes.
Yeah, it's like, I'm proud of my...
Yes, I am so proud of my kid. He is a smart boy. But not only that, but he's just the way that he thinks. He's a critical thinker, and that's something I missed the boat on. But I can honestly say I helped journey him and help blaze that path of him wanting to learn and become a sponge and retain that information. Starting at a really young age, I started, working with him on reading and writing and math, and he just loved it since then. So I'm proud of my kid.
That's awesome.
He's cool. Yeah. And he wants to be on your podcast.
Oh, really?
So if you want to do like a mini show for him, he would love that.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. It's kind of like with the kid, then you're almost kind of like, you kind of molding them into kind of like what you kind of almost wish like you were, and it's like let me put these nuggets in your head, and,
Yep.
you know.
Well, and that's the goal as a parent. You want your kid to be more successful than you were. So
Yeah, you're like, you're gonna be more successful than me. You hear me?
I tell him, I'm like, you can get a job now. Make sure you save your money and get me a house.
Yeah.
Buy me a house. And so he's so cute. He's always like, Mom, do you want your vacation home? Where do you want your vacation home and your real home? I'm going to have both for you. And I'm
Aw.
like, yes.
Yeah, you gotta raise this kid to be like really successful.
Yes.
Then it's like multi-millionaire, and
Yep,
it's
it's
like,
happening. It's already happening.
That's awesome. Yeah. What when you wake up? It says this is what it says. What's the first thing? What's your number one priority in the morning when you wake up? You gotta go. You're like I gotta go pee.
I mean, I have a routine.
What's your routine? I guess.
Well, the first thing I do is look at my phone. I don't know if that's a good routine, but what did I miss? What did I miss while I was sleeping?
Yeah, that's kind of true. People wake up like, "That's my phone. What time is it?" So you
Yep,
probably look at the time.
See if I miss anything.
Yeah. So then you're like checking like Facebook, Instagram. What are you? What social media are you typically on?
Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Just kind of like check and see what people like. Oh, that's a cool spot.
You know, and I don't follow stories very well. I post in my stories, but I don't ever look at anybody else's stories.
It seems like the most interesting way to just gonna be up to date with people, what they're doing.
Yes.
You know, because like you can literally, you know, that's the thing is like I kind of wish people get back to just regular human interactions.
Yes, I agree. It's so
like,
it gets old. You know,
it's like. We're not talking anymore. We're just posting what we're doing. And, you know, it's like, it's like, we were just talking about Sarah. Like, we just saw that she was at that place. And
on her stories.
On her stories. But yeah, people need to be just more talking in general, I feel like. I think that was just, it's like, damn this internet. You know, we'll go back in time and I'll just take a hammer and just beat the crap out of the internet. And then
and it affects our priorities too. You know, we're always distracted. We're always living in a moment of distraction. And I struggle with that with my son and being a mom.
This thing is like an addiction.
It is an addiction.
You know, it's like this is me. I got to go to the bathroom. Where's my phone?
Yeah. Why do I need my phone to go to the bathroom?
Who used to carry phones to the bathroom back in the day? You know,
here, let me take my cord, unravel it.
Yeah. Like, okay, what? That doesn't make any sense. But now it's like, let me take my phone to the bathroom while I can do some swiping in there.
Isn't that terrible?
Humans are evolving down. You know, we're not going up.
We're ruining our lives.
Yeah, we are. I always kind of thought like this utopia of humans where everybody's happy and they're all nice to each other. But now we're just kind of like on our own phones.
Yep.
And it's like, what are we doing? It's like, how do you see the future? Where do you see the future? Like, because you're always in the future. Like, what's the future look like?
I really do think that social media is going to plummet, especially right now with it all being censored. Nobody can really get their voices heard.
Yeah. Was that going to get replaced by something, or what do you think?
I think people are going to be sick of it. I think they're going to be sick of it. I think right now in the marketing
world. How many more
world,
years?
I'd give it 10.
10 more years, and I'm like, bye-bye
Done.
Facebook, bye-bye Instagram, we're done.
Everybody's going to just be sick of it.
Yeah, we're probably going to be like, remember, well, it's like almost kind of like talk about MySpace. Remember MySpace?
Yep.
Nobody goes to MySpace anymore. Yeah, like your top 5 friends or top 10
and you could
friends.
change them. And if you were mad at this one, put them down.
Hey,
yep.
What, I moved?
I moved to place 8.
Yeah, like this is some kind of bullshit. You get pissed off at people like, you're moving you from the tab.
You're no longer number 1.
Yeah, you're no longer number 1. I'm putting it at the back of the pack itself. You know, this is my. But yeah, like I guess it'll probably be replaced by something else.
But you look at marketing trends right now, and everybody is all into social media for marketing, which I think it has its place, and it's free. Yeah. Yes. It does take a lot of thinking, and we're becoming actresses and actors of our own people.
It's so weird. It's like, I'm like, we're like, you know, like this, especially like TikTok people, you know, they're like dancing around. Yep. Do you have a TikTok and you're dancing around or anything like that?
No, but I have done TikTok videos.
Oh, were you dancing and stuff like that?
Yes.
Don't you feel like you're selling your soul doing those?
I just like being goofy.
Oh, okay.
So for me, that's just being goofy and having fun.
Mm-hmm.
But people love that. And we're being entertained by that reel button on Instagram. Click reels and you just...
Next.
But you know what?
Next.
There are a few that are like, oh my gosh, this took a lot of time and talent for somebody to edit this video.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to give them props, but are they making any money doing it? I don't know.
Not really, unless you got like millions of followers. That's the only
Right.
time you're really making money on that. I think everybody wants to be an Instagram influencer because they see the lifestyle. But the thing is, there's a lot of editing also, like video editing. Because like I'll go do a thing, but then when I get home, I gotta redo it all over again and re-edit it and put music to it.
It's a lot of time.
Very time
A
consuming.
lot of
people.
time spent. Did you see that influencer? And I don't remember her name, Jordan or whatever. And she had 500,000 followers on YouTube. She accidentally uploaded a video of her coaching her son to cry over
God.
the dog.
That made me disgusted. I
Yeah.
was like, this is what we have become.
Mm-hmm.
And I when I see that kind of stuff, I'm like, this is sickening. I don't know. What did you think about
But
it?
it's true. It's disgusting. But it's to show, that it's not real life. And social media isn't real life. It is our highlight reel. And that's not what we do in our daily, lives. And our houses are probably really messy. And we probably do have a pile of laundry that stinks and, needs to be done.
Yeah. When I do my videos, like I'm going like Box Canyon scuba diving, I never like record like the struggle to get the gear.
You got to pack all that gear. Yeah.
It's like 100 pounds. We're walking about like a mile or two, It's basically, hey guys, we're here at Box Canyon.
Yep.
Let's go scuba diving. And then it's like, boom.
Nobody sees the real side of it.
Nobody sees the real struggle of it. So it's almost kind of like these videos are like, this is what I want to have you see. And it's just kind of like a highlight reel. Because I feel like a lot of times it's like, I don't think maybe people will be interested in seeing the real struggle, like, okay, well, we're about to do something stupid. Here we go. Follow along.
And I think you might be shocked to see that they are probably more interested in that struggle.
Yeah.
Because that's true life and it's relatable.
Yeah, they do.
And everybody likes a little relatable.
Yeah, it's like Ronell just struggled for like 2 hours.
So either you became the laughing stock of, your viewers.
Yeah.
Or you became more likable and relatable.
Yeah. And it's like you never know what people are gonna like. It's like even like videos that go viral. It's like get enough. Who cares? Push it out, and that one goes viral. It's like what?
Yeah. Why? Some of them you're like, wow, who wants to watch this?
Sometimes I'm like, this one's gonna go viral, but it doesn't. So I don't know. That's the struggle of influencer life, I guess. Let me see if there's any more questions. We've got to wrap this up. I feel like I'm holding you now,
You're holding me hostage.
In the seat,
Yes.
in your torture seat, Oh, this is a good one. What was a specific turning point in your life? I would say I already got a good answer for you.
You do?
Yeah.
You can read me like a book now,
Yeah,
huh?
I'm already reading you like a book.
Okay, go.
It's like when you got your kid. That was a turning point.
That was a turning point.
See? Mm-hmm. See? There you go. But what's your kid's name?
Daxton.
Daxton. Okay, yeah. I keep saying kid, Do you have like a favorite website? Like other than Facebook and Instagram?
No.
No?
No.
No. Nothing.
Nope.
Is there something that you're afraid to try? Like, have you thought about base jumping? Like, you saw I base
I
jump,
did
right?
see that. I'm very impressed with you.
Yeah.
No, I will not be following suit. Thanks, though.
Well, why not? It's like
No.
you'll be the likelihood that you're gonna actually die is fairly like slim to none. They have like
No.
this registry of every base jumper that has ever died, so it doesn't happen that often. You know what I mean? So
That's okay.
you're like,
I'll
okay.
leave that fun for you.
Do you have like a bucket list? Because I have like this giant bucket list of 1,000 things that I wrote down that I wanted to get done.
So, no. But here's the thing. A lot of people will ask me, that question that you hear all the time. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Yeah.
If you could travel anywhere, here's always my answer. I don't care where I go. I want to be with the people who I want to be with. I want to be with all my favorite people, and we could go, I don't care where.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
So I don't really have a bucket list, because a lot of times those things on the bucket list are, I want to go here and I want to go, to Iceland and Poland and, whatever. And I don't have that. I mean, sure, I'd like to go to England, and I think that'd be cool, but I don't really have like an adventure list either of things. I don't want to jump out of a plane,
That just like, doesn't
I
it?
just think, that connection thing for me is huge. Like I'm like a people person. I want to connect with people. And if that means we're just going to go to a coffee shop for 4 hours, that's what we're doing. And I'm happy.
Oh, well, I mean, you're already then living your bucket list, and just by like hanging out with people, essentially. Then is there name one thing you did where the risk was well worth the reward? These are all deep questions.
That is a deep question. And I, like you said, having my son, Daxton, I never wanted to get pregnant or have a child because that was all scary. It was scary to have your whole body change and grow a human. I mean, that's
you grew
intense.
a human.
Yes.
That's crazy. Like
it is crazy.
You're like humans have the capabilities of growing another human.
Yeah. It's weird.
That kind of makes me think we're aliens.
Well, we probably are. But I think that was the biggest risk that turned into a reward. Because I never wanted to get pregnant. I never wanted to be a mom. I always told my mom, I'm like, sorry, you're not going to be a grandma.
So you're telling the viewers, just get pregnant. It's totally worth it.
Well,
when's a good time to get pregnant, I guess?
Well, I don't know. It was awful. It was an awful experience. It really was. You felt sick. You couldn't move. It was hot. I hated being pregnant. But to have your kid, once you have him here, it's like such a relief and greatness.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Yeah, and then you're molding them to your. You're like, you're going to make $1 million.
Yes,
okay?
and buy me a vacation home.
And buy me a vacation home somewhere on the beach.
Yep, somewhere warm,
really
palm
warm.
trees.
Yeah. Okay, then this leads to this really good question here. How much money would make you happy?
None.
None?
None.
You don't want any? No, you got to have like, most people would be like, I want $1 million.
No, because here's the thing. If you get $1 million, it's not going to be enough.
Okay, but $2 million. How much is enough?
It won't be enough. And here's the thing. Money is the root of all evil. So you can get some money and you're going to spend it on, I don't know, a new house or a new car or whatever you're going to spend it on. Then you're going to get into that mindset where, I have this, but it's not enough. I want more. And then you're going to keep wanting more and more and more and more, and you're never going to have enough.
You don't think like 10 million is enough?
Nope.
20, because then you're like, in your mindset, you're like, I will burn through all of that and will want more stuff. Could you just like dial it down a bit? No.
Nope. I just want to live a happy life.
You're like, I just want a happy, simple life.
And some shoes.
And some shoes, yeah. Imagine you had like a whole, extra, guest house.
Of shoes
and clothes.
That might be too much.
That'd
be too much. Because here's something else about me that I didn't tell you. So when I go to the nail place to get my pedicure, have you ever been to a nail place?
Actually, I did once with this ex-girlfriend, and we went in there, and I'm like sitting, and then there's like this person, and they're screaming like ah. And I looked at her. I was like, "Is this normal? Like,
do I want that procedure?"
And she was like, "No. I don't know what she's doing. That's not how these things are normally." I don't know what the hell was happening, but I did it, and it was just relaxing. I feel like it was really weird having somebody work on your toes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's like,
but it's nice.
What? How do we, as a society, get to a point where we're like,
we want our toes pampered?
We want our toes pampered, and we'll pay somebody to do it.
Yes.
Like, how did this happen?
I think that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
I did it once, and I was like, well, this is interesting. I mean, okay, but and ever since then, no. Yeah.
No. So I don't like a lot of options. So like a menu, I hate deciding what to eat.
Oh, you're probably one of those people like, where do you want to go eat? And then you're like, I don't
care.
know.
You pick. I don't care. No, we went to a restaurant one time.
I'm already like,
Yeah.
like I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah, and then you can't decide, and then you just end up somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I went to this restaurant in Seattle, and I couldn't pick. It was a breakfast. We went to breakfast, and too many. I don't know. I handed the menu to the server and said, "You just pick for me." So it was a surprise.
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 Did they give you something good?
Yeah, it was so good.
Oh, that's very risky. You're like,
I know.
you're so fancy. You're like, here you go, order for
Yep,
me.
you pick
It's
for
like,
me.
I'm like, okay.
I hate picking. And so back to the nail place, they pick a color. So you go and there's like all these little color, swatches and the little nails and, on the plastic sheets.
Yeah.
That's too many.
Yeah, you're like, I just want 3 options, like the
Yes.
primary colors.
So
red,
I hand
blue,
them
green.
all to the guy and I'm like, you pick.
You pick.
Yep.
Geez, you're always like, you pick.
Yep.
Like, you don't like picking, basically, huh?
No, I can tell you what I don't like, but when I narrow down the things that I do like, I can't pick from those.
I was gonna say something. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I get the check. So I get the check. This was the weirdest thing that I haven't been to like Buffalo Wild Wings since all this COVID stuff, right? And the guy comes back and then he says this: "Do you have a number with us?" What do you say to that?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I looked at him and I was like, what the hell does that even mean? Do you have a number? Like, do you want me to Google this? Like figure out Buffalo Wild Wings? Like, I don't get it, And I was like, no. I still don't know what the heck the guy was trying to do.
You didn't ask him?
No, I just said,
No.
no. And then he's like, okay. And I was like, here, take this stupid card and just get out of here. So I don't know.
You should have asked him.
What does that even mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody has been to Buffalo Wild Wings. Leave a comment if you're this far into the podcast. All right. I'm going to finish this up with, is there anything that you want to say or what you're doing or so forth? Something that whoever is going to be watching this sees? Like, do you have any final words?
My final words are to all of our Southern Idaho friends. Join us when we are trying to do something. So here's the thing. We all sit here and complain there's nothing to do in Southern Idaho. Well, there's things to do, but you know what? Sometimes they take community forces to join up. And right now we're working on a cool light, like a Christmas light drive-through, but we need community support.
Oh, yeah.
And I think a lot of times people want it to be done for them. And they're so free to sit there and complain. But then when somebody picks it up and gets in the arena and is ready to get beaten up, they're in here, but we need your support.
Yeah.
So Legacy Fields is teaming up with Southern Idaho Tourism, and we're trying to do a whole Christmas drive-through. And don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Yeah. You're like, everybody, I need you to participate
I
in
need
this.
everybody's participation. So what they're doing is they're sectioning off areas with their field. So there's fences, there's pine trees, there's areas like little lots of land, various sizes. And what we want is people from the community, businesses, nonprofits, groups, anybody to join forces and set up a display. I mean, it's free marketing for you. You don't have to pay for the plot of land. Basically, you're paying for your display, whatever that is. And that could be, you. I spoke with a local bounce house rental company. They said, oh, that's great. We can just put up a bounce house and then light it with Christmas lights. And I thought, what a fun thing to see. Not only see, but what a great way to market and advertise that.
Oh, yeah. Did you talk to Ramiz?
No.
He's got a bunch of bounce houses. He's just like, I want all of them,
Yeah. So, but I just think be creative. And, if you're going to be one to sit there and say there's nothing to do in our region, step up and help when there is that opportunity.
Everybody needs to just step up and get involved.
And we're such a small community. I mean, we're growing very rapidly, but we're still small enough to where we need everybody's help.
Yeah. No, that's a good like takeaway. It's just like get involved with all kinds of different projects people are doing.
Yes.
And then that'll just going to lead you also to just meet other people that are interesting and so forth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how to get a friend.
And how to get a friend.
There you go. And let's leave you with this. Let's have a community of unity.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing.
And that's it. All right. I think we're good here.
Cool. Thank you, Arnell.
All right. No
I had so much fun.